I didn't plan to discuss AI twice in 1 week, but I couldn't not comment on the Mike Israetel situation because he admittedly, yes, he admits it, used AI to produce his health and fitness book, The Aesthetic Revolution. Which wouldn't be such a big deal if it was self-published, but the book is published by Hachette, the same publisher that cancelled Mia Ballard's publishing deal when it was discovered her novel Shy Girl was produced using AI. That seems to indicate the publisher is against publishing AI-produced books. You'd think so. But according to Mike Israetel himself, the publisher knew he used AI to write his book. Considering Mia Ballard announced she's suing Hachette over the cancelled deal, the implications are massive. Let's get into it. I used to work for a non-fiction publisher, so I have some insight into what might have gone down behind the scenes. The short answer, it's all about money. It always is. But firstly, I want to discuss how this whole story unfolded because there's a bit more to it than an author simply getting caught using AI. In this case, it wasn't a secret, which is wild to me. The book was published back in June 2026, but the whole situation kicked off in August when another fitness influencer, Solomon Nelson, broke down why he believed Israetel's book is AI generated. I mean, there are literally Google Gemini watermarks on some of the images. It's too funny. All right, so it's so insane. So when Nelson did his big expose, he didn't realize that the author had already admitted to AI use before the book was published. In a follow-up video, Nelson mentions Israetel's admission post on X, and this is juicy. Check it out. I 100% used AI to help me smooth over some of the prose for my upcoming book, The Aesthetic Revolution. This was before a whole team of editors from the publishing company further smoothed the prose over. They were made aware of this. I am stating this now well before the book comes out so that there is no controversy. Well, if and when someone detects that it has elements of AI writing styles in it. I will also be using AI in the future unapologetically to improve my work in various ways. All of the structure and ideas and content of the book is 100% my own. Debatable. If you find it disconcerting that I did this, I wish you the best, and I wouldn't ever in a million years try to push you to read the book against your interests. Sarcastically. Maybe you also find that I used a PC and the internet to help me write the book. Heavens! For the record, I used to watch Mike Israetel's content years ago. I used to watch a bunch of fitness channels, and he made good content. Back then, at least. I don't know what he's been up to lately, aside from apparently having deep conversations with ChatGPT that bring him to tears. Yes, he actually said that. The whole situation is insane on so many levels. Let's unpack the admission post. Firstly, he does admit to using AI to produce his book or smooth over the prose, as he says. He may have done too much smoothing because people are calling it slop. So, in this case, AI use isn't up for debate. The author admits it. Case closed. Oh, but it's more complicated than that. Israetel's post is a huge problem for Hachette. He admits the publisher knew he used AI to produce the book. When? As a publisher, you're being sued for cancelling a publishing deal because the author used AI and you knowingly publish an AI-produced book from another author. Well, let's just say I'll be watching to see how this one plays out. I don't believe publishers should be publishing AI-produced books, but I also don't think they should apply different rules to different people. Big double standard there. The thing is, from what I can tell, it's highly unlikely certain people at Hachette didn't know Ballard's Shy Girl had AI elements in it. But the self-published version of the novel was already successful, and the publisher no doubt saw an opportunity to make some easy money. If it weren't for the backlash, they would have gone ahead with publishing the book regardless of AI use and the reportedly terrible writing. Now, this next point I can speak on professionally because I used to edit for a non-fiction publisher. In Solomon Nelson's video about Israetel's admission, he takes a dig at the editors who apparently knew about the AI use and helped smooth the pros over even more. Nelson says the editors should be fired. The thing is, when you're presented with an AI-generated manuscript, the only guaranteed way to humanize it is to do a complete rewrite. That means a copy editing budget suddenly needs to be a ghostwriting budget. That's a huge difference. What makes Nelson and others think the editors had any say in how Israetel's manuscript was handled? This is a big company we're talking about here. Management likely make all the big decisions. I know the pain these editors likely experienced. When I was editing for a publisher, I was in a similar position where an author handed me an obviously AI-generated manuscript that needed a complete rewrite from the ground up. But I only had time, based on the budget I was given, to do a basic copy edit. It was basically a make this as good as you can with the time you've got situation. I'm guessing that's what happened here. Yes, in the Hachette case, it's likely the editors were just following orders. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them did push back on the people in charge and were told to just get on with it. When you're working for someone else, a publisher for example, if you want to keep your job, you need to play the game. It sucks, but it's true in every industry. And as with the Shy Girl situation, Hachette almost got away with it. That's the thing. If they do manage to get away with it and sell a bunch of copies of a low-effort book, that's a financial win for the company. That's capitalism. Don't even get me started on the risks pharmaceutical companies are willing to take for potential profit. Yeah, we won't go there. In Mike Israetel's case, the people we should be pointing fingers at are whoever's calling the shots at Hachette and knowingly publishing AI-generated books while claiming they're against doing that. What a slimy situation. Hachette hasn't commented on the case yet, but they're in a no-win situation here. Either they drop Israetel's book, which would likely land them in even more legal trouble if they did know about the AI use. I mean, the author posted about the AI use before the book was even published, so they knew. Or they keep selling the book, proving without a doubt they don't have a problem with publishing AI books. So would that mean the Shy Girl deal is back on? What an insane situation. All I can say for sure is Hachette is cooked. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit subscribe anyway and hate watch my content. That's always fun.